mysteries in the world that occupy people's attention, and Stonehenge is one of them. Stonehenge is a Bronze Age building located in the vicinity of Amesbury and is on UNESCO list of protected heritage. So what is so mysterious about Stonehenge? The mystery lies in the fact that the rocks used to build Stonehenge weigh several tens of tons, and it is not yet known where these rocks came from.
There are several types of rocks. Some were brought to this location from a distance of 320 kilometers. If we know that Stonehenge is several centuries old, how could people have brought such heavy rocks there, considering the lack of modern technological advances? It's mysterious. Scientific literature has yet to find an explanation for this phenomenon. There are other places across the globe where these same instances occur. Heavy rocks were brought from a long distance in a manner that seemed physically impossible. So this phenomenon is not unique, but we will not deal with other places now.
What is the purpose of Stonehenge? Was it made for symbolic, satanic, or religious purposes? The diameter of the stone blocks is 33 meters with 30 pillars, which is immediately associated with occultism and Satanism. Every year in June, when the day is the longest, people gather and wait to see the sunrise. They come there the day before, sleep, or stay up all night to see the occurrence. In front of Stonehenge are two large rocks that are placed vertically, over which the sunrise come in the morning when the sun rises. Most people come out of curiosity. They heard that it is a phenomenal moment, and the vast majority of people who come for that reason do so. A smaller number of people come there for worship purposes. They utilize certain exercises and techniques as a part of a ritual itself. The whole point of these actions is to show respect for or pray to the sun, or a form of the sun god.
The remains of people who were sacrificed by the priests, the so-called Druids, were found at this site. Druids were satanic priests who performed human sacrifices and satanic rituals. Stonehenge is a satanic temple. Many people who come there are not even aware of who they worship, and you could say that that is a pure form of manipulation when people do something without know how the stone blocks got to that location.
We have the experiences of other people who witnessed similar constructions and who say that demons brought stones to such locations through people and helped people in the process of worshipping demons. Many people do not even know they have had an encounter with something out of this world. As soon as they experience something supernatural, they think they have had an experience with God, because most people aren't as theologically informed.
99.9% of these phenomena that people experience are related to the actions of evils. The question is, where else are these similar sites like Stonehenge? The most famous example is the Eastern Island. The island itself, similar to Stonehenge, contains heavy objects with no logical explanation of how they were brought there. Those large objects are statues in the shape of human heads that stand at the island's end.
The island is roughly shaped like a triangle, with hundreds of these statues along the edges, facing the sea. They each weigh many tons and are composed entirely of one material, volcanic rock from the island's volcano, which is located in the north.
It is an extinct type of rock, and someone has excavated and sculpted numerous tons of stone from one piece. This was accomplished by an intelligent being, but science has no explanation because no man could have created it. And since science is atheistic, they won't accept that this was done by demons or anything supernatural in that regard. These statues are evidence that the actions of demons who made these statues for the pagans who lived there and worshipped them.
We know from history that the demons appeared to people in various ways and asked people to make them statues and pictures that reflected those gods.
The Indians, for example, have the totem, which is a holy object or symbol respected and used by certain culture or group of people, such as a family, clan, lineage, or a tribe. What parallel can we draw between Easter, which signifies something religious, and statues made by demons? Well, demons have always wanted to manipulate people by attributing their presence and action to the biblical God. When Jesus was leaving planet Earth, the first thing he said to his disciples was, "Beware that no one deceives you. Many will appear who will present themselves in my name, and they will deceive many." Here we have the phenomenon of an occult locality named after a biblical term to attract naive people and lure them into a demonic trap.
This is just one of the ways people are manipulated, and we should be aware of it. Today, Stonehenge is a huge tourist attraction, with visitors from all over the world coming to experience this miracle, yet only a small number of people understand its purpose. We live in an occult world. Most people are uninterested in it. Therefore, Stonehenge will continue to attract tourists, despite the fact that its aim, as we previously decided, is demonic.